right there. All right, you ready? I just told Annette it's live stream too, so if you just want to see it.
Log on to international. So
oh, I see.
He's gonna FaceTime, but it's international. He's in Canada.
Oh, right on. Good morning. I think we'll get started. There's a couple seats. There's one here. That's about it. A couple back here. I want to welcome you. And thank you all for coming. This is a very auspicious date. I'm Chip Rarig. I'm the city administrator. I'm honored to be here. I did not get a haircut for you. That I did put on a suit that I haven't worn in 2 years. But so I hope you appreciate that. I did want to acknowledge our council members. There's so many people here. Thank you so much. We have Merced Police. We have our POA president and vice president. We have Alan's family. I can't call him chief just yet. In like 6 minutes, I will forget his first name and he'll be chief to me henceforth. Councilmember Barron, Mayor Potter, Councilmember Richards, and Councilmember Ferlito. Councilmember Tice, rhymes with nice. Couldn't make it today, so she won't be here. Again, thank you so much. I want to thank, first of all, Chief Euler. Is the chief in the room? Chief Euler. Chief Euler is like a pit bull on too much caffeine. Chief, we could not have gotten through the last, my phone's ringing, the last 8 or 9 months without you. Thank you so much for your service, sir. I'm eternally grateful. For those of you who have fallen in love with Chief Euler in the past several months, he will be staying on to work on some special projects with us, so thank you so much for your service. I am extremely pleased and honored to introduce to you Alan Ward. Alan Ward is a seasoned police veteran with close to 30 years of professional police work. I selected Alan after a nationwide search to find a new police chief that understood the policing values of our village and who could contribute to the safety and character protection of the community. I have found him thoughtful, intelligent, approachable, and passionate. His references described Alan as disciplined and intelligent, knowledgeable, outgoing and friendly, trustworthy, ethical, and sensitive to everyone. And then his mother described him as a staunch defender who has solid intellect, and as someone who can sometimes be a bit blunt, as only a mother can share. To our executive team, I want to charge you with helping to work with Alan on understanding the sometimes unique attributes of the village when there's a missing squirrel or lost grains of sand on the beach. I charge the police officers to spend time educating Alan about community policing in the village, and I charge the village at large to be patient with Alan as he grows and learns his role within the community. Plato described the watchman of his time in this likeness. It does not matter if the cobblers and the masons fail to do their jobs well, but if the guardians fail, the democracy will crumble. The reason that Carmel-by-the-Sea is safe is because of people like you and the broader team that you're part of here. Stan Lee, the comic book drafter, tells a young Peter Parker, he's also known as Spider-Man, sir, with great power comes great responsibility. And as our intrepid Mayor Potter tells me on a weekly basis, don't screw up. We are very, very proud that you're joining our team. I'm honored that you've chosen Carmel-by-the-Sea as the next step in your professional public service career, sir. Please know that I'm entrusting you with the safety and security of our village and it likely represents the highest compliment in public service here in the city. I encourage you to rely on your colleagues, rely on your command staff, and rely on the city family, and know that I will do everything in my power to ensure your safety and ensure that you go home on a daily basis. Remain humble and strong and solve problems, and take the necessary time to get accustomed to our, again, somewhat unique village and enterprise. As I invite Mrs. Ward to join us in pinning Alan's badge, I thank you for the inevitable sacrifices that you'll make, weekends, evenings, again, lost dogs, squirrels, and we do real policing work here. We catch a lot of people that come to the village trying to take advantage of us. And I look forward to seeing you at the wonderful community celebrations that we have here. We have a wonderful Independence Day celebration. We roll pumpkins down Ocean Avenue. We have a holiday tree lighting, so we welcome you to the Fit City family as well. And I want to share with you and ensure you that I'll do everything in my power. I don't have Kevlar, but I will do everything to ensure Alan's safety on a regular basis. So on behalf of the mayor and the city council and the citizens of the village, thank you for your upcoming service, sir, and Godspeed. Mrs. Ward?
That I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
Wonderful.
So I think it's my turn. So I'm very, very excited about the opportunity to be the police chief here in Carmel. I just get a twinge or a pain of excitement every time someone refers to it as the village. So I'm going to get very used to that, and hopefully I can pick up that vernacular very quickly. So I'm humbled by so many different things, but the friends, the family, my fellow law enforcement partners who have been a big help in my development are here, so thank you so much. And awesome that everything I hear and heard as I was researching the opportunity to be the police chief here was that the officers in the community are already kind of one and the same, and that the respect and admiration for both sides is kind of second to none. And so for a police chief to hear that the officers and everybody that have come before me and that are taking care of the city have already kind of created those relationships and have that in place, it becomes very easy for me to step in and kind of take the role and ensure that continues. So thank you all for being here, and I look forward to meeting and talking with everybody you're going to find on the chat with Kathy. I'm very interested in the history and people in general, so please make yourselves, contact me in any way you can at the office, cell phone, and I want to see and meet everybody and hear every story. So thank you all for being here.